Most of us are working towards something. So, a desire that we might like to see manifest in our life. A lot of my clients are working towards freedom, to abundance, to true love. This is an invitation for you to have a look at your desires, and we're going to have a look at the shadow side of them, because there we are born with desires. We are born with a desire to move forward, to evolve, to grow. That is human nature. We are also born with this thirst, and the thirst of the ego is to always want more because of this belief in separation, that we are not whole as we are. And so, as we move throughout our journey of life, we are seeking wholeness. So, while ever we're living from a place of chasing desires, and depending on where we're chasing these desires from, we are always going to be left wanting. So the thirst of the ego can never be quenched, because it still believes ultimately in this separation, and it's always looking for fulfillment out there in the external world, thinking, if I have this thing, it's going to fill. If I get freedom, oh, I'll have peace. If I have more money, oh, I will sleep easy at night. If I find the love of my life, I will be happy. And in truth, this isn't how it works. I want to take some time to have a look at the three main desires that people come to me with, and how the shadow side of them, and how we can move from the shadow desire into soul desire. Abundance, love, and freedom are three of the main desires that people come to me with. Purpose is another one, but we're going to look at these three. So, abundance. I can tell you that abundance is your birthright, that you were born into an abundant universe. You know, I say it time and time again, look to Mother Nature, to see true abundance. But we don't have that belief within us. Most of us are programmed to live in scarcity, in lack. So we want to feel our true self, which is a frequency in alignment with abundance. It is abundance, but we think that money or more things is going to do that. So if your desire is to experience wealth, abundance, maybe financial freedom, I want you to ask why. Because the shadow of wanting the abundance is maybe wanting security. Maybe you want peace. Maybe you want relief. Like, what are you running from? What pain are you trying to avoid by feeling abundant? The ego wants to run away from pain. That's its protective mechanism, to run away from pain. And so it feels like abundance is going to fulfill the missing hole. The second one would be love. So true love. Why do you want true love? Is it because you don't like to be alone? Is it because alone is scary? Is it because alone means you're not loved? You're not lovable? What is the pain that your ego is trying to run away from by chasing love, by seeking love? Is it that fear of abandonment, fear of rejection? The more you ask why, the more you'll be led down on a treasure hunt of the reason, like the core of the issue. And then freedom. Freedom's an interesting one because we are born free. And freedom, you see it on social media all the time, freedom from the matrix, freedom from whatever it is, the rat race. Like, so many people want to be free of the chains that we feel like we are in, because we're actually, in our society, we're actually not expressing our freedom. We're not expressing how we were potentially, designed to live. We've built structures and capitalism, and we go to work and we do these things. And so when people tell me that they want freedom, I ask what from, and what do you want freedom from? And most of the time it comes back, oh, so I want the freedom to do what I want when I want. I want the freedom to not have to worry about this, not have to worry about that, not have to, like, whatever. Oh, so actually, what you want is you don't want any responsibility. I was building my last business with the mindset of I want freedom. I want freedom. I want financial freedom, time freedom. Actually, what I made myself was the opposite of freedom. But I wanted this freedom. Actually, no, I didn't. I wanted to run away from the responsibility of having a business. What manifested in the end was I didn't have the business anymore. And so it's really, really, be really careful of understanding why you want the thing you say you want. If you're watching this video, I imagine you have a vision that you want to make a reality. I imagine that you're doing your shadow work. You're looking within, you're finding the answers within yourself. Well, you're going to feel these desires, you're going to experience and live these, the more that you're able to find them within yourself. So that is the journey. And knowing that these are your truth, these desires are your truth, they are the makeup of your very essence. But this belief in separation, which is a natural occurrence, it's not a bad thing, is what keeps us from feeling and experiencing the wholeness that is that we ultimately are. The other one I touched on was purpose. And I just question, like, what it is that you want to, why do you want to find your purpose? So many times it comes down to, I don't want to waste time. I want to feel fulfillment in my day. I want to, so, and then ask why. So what is the shadow side of wanting purpose? This one's slightly different because, what if we were enough just as we were, but we feel like we have to be worthy of being alive? Just let that land a minute. Are you seeking your purpose because you are you seeking your purpose because you don't feel worthy of just being here in this life as you are? You feel like you need a purpose, you feel like you need to earn your right to be alive. So you can see we have, like, these desires are natural because we are seeking the truth of who we are. And the question with all of your desires and your vision is to ask why. What is it I feel I am lacking? What is my ego trying to run away from? What is it trying to not feel? Is it trying to not feel scarcity, not feel fear, not feel abandoned, not feel unlovable, not feel responsibility, or and then you give somebody no responsibility and a world full of potential, and they go, that's what I did. It's like, shit, what? So it's really important for you to know, because nobody's saying you can't have these desires. No one's saying that desires are wrong or bad, but there is a way of aligning them with your truth and your journey of self-discovery. So the journey of self-discovery is one of understanding who we are in truth, and really, really allowing us to live from this essence, from our essence, from oneness with the all that is, and working in co-creation to make our desires and vision manifest reality. It's all completely possible. But are they coming from soul or fear? Because divinity is going to back you if you're coming from soul and love and truth, and if your desires are in alignment with the ego, with fear, there's nothing saying it's not gonna happen. Like, I've manifested loads when I've been in a space of fear, but you come back to that, the ego, the thirst of the ego will never be quenched. So you will always be wanting more. It will not feel satisfying. It will not feel fulfilling. And so you will be looking, you'll constantly be seeking rather than feeling whole within yourself and where you are. So do your desires align with love, or do they align with fear? Do they align with soul, or do they align with ego? There is no right, there is no wrong, but you can bring yourself more into alignment and your life more into alignment on your journey of discovery by aligning with soul. I hope that this has helped you. Remember to ask why when you're looking into your vision, why you want the things that you want, and understanding that will help you live this life of truth, of magic, of true freedom, of true abundance, of true love. And you'll call in a direct match for where you are. That's the other thing. You will call in a match for where you are. You attract who you are, your energy, your essence, like what you're emitting as a frequency. You don't attract what you want. So another reason to align your goals with soul, with truth, whatever that looks like for you. So yeah, I hope this has helped. If you want to go more into the shadow, into understanding what lies within your unconscious mind that might be holding you back, that might be unlived potential, then you can have a look at my Shadow and Dream Work bundle, which is in the description below. Extremely powerful 30-day journey to help you begin to understand some of what is hiding in your unconscious mind that will give you more energy into manifesting your deepest desires. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you next week.